lead her a little bit in the direction she's looking.
Thank you. Yeah, you would know.
Thank you, Josh. So handy. Thank you. That's good. It's like I'm a professional performer. I have certain things. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight to the museum to support Farm to Table Kids. I cannot believe how many people we have here. I'm so excited! Oh, we did it! Yes! After the speech is over, I'm going to get so excited. Oh, thank you guys so much for coming. I continually am just blown away by the amount of support we have in our community and through our farm friends. And every year, our family just grows. It just keeps growing. And my heart just grows with it. And the only way I know how to repay people back is to just keep going and keep that fire in my belly and just keep striving for more and striving to just put the best programming we can out there. And the fact that you guys are all here means that we're doing that. Oh, hello. So there are a lot of new faces here and a lot of not old faces, but loved faces. We do have Botox, by the way, for our final action item, so I'm just saying. Not that anybody here needs it. So, my name is Stephanie. I am the founder and executive director of Farm to Table Kids. Welcome to Skyline Farm, where we host our farm camp. Skyline's an amazing partner of ours. They manage this 56-acre land trust that we get to be a part of. We run a summer camp program that's 10 weeks long throughout the summer. Yes, so many little friends. I love all of your kids. They're so good. They're amazing. We have another great video to show you at the end of this. But Farm to Table Kids, I think I've been spending a lot of time, you guys, thinking and just reflecting and just feeling all the energy that goes into this event. And I have to say, I went to businesses and I was asking for auction items and asking for support, and people were just like, we've heard of you. And I was like, yes, it's okay, that's so good. And so we've got so many great donations and so many great people behind us, but it's because of how we started, and it's because of our roots. And Farm to Table Kids started in my backyard when I decided to be a stay-at-home mom. And I lived in a farmhouse, and I just opened up the earth and started organic farming. And I started a mom's farm camp at my house on Tuesdays. And before I knew it, I had Joe Shelton, you just showed up, good job. And before I knew it, we had like 40 families showing up every week, and I noticed that there was something there. Elizabeth, you were there, and a bunch of you were here. So, but something was there, and people wanted to have their kids outside and exposed to how to grow and in the dirt. So we kind of grew out of my house, and I started growing restaurant gardens for different restaurants in Freeport and Portland. And my deal with restaurants was I would install a garden for their chef. In return, they would let me operate a free garden class at that site throughout the summer. So I started doing that. And I would install these restaurant gardens, and I would grow whatever the chefs wanted. But it was me just in a parking lot, turning it into a garden, like making raised beds and legitimately shoveling like 2 tons of compost while my kids were like, one time took a black Sharpie and Sharpied my white Impreza. I do know how to get Sharpie off a car, if you ever need to know. But, in 2015, Farm to Table Kids was given an Entrepreneurship Award through the Portland Chamber of Commerce and Propel. And we were in a category where we were identified as one of the top 5 entrepreneurial businesses in Maine. And we were alongside, Plucked Salsa and Maine Brew Bus, and I think Garbage to Garden. And I was like, okay, well, the hard work paid off, and we did it, and like, any day now, this is gonna be a real business. And then 10 days later, my son, who's okay now, but he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And that's when everything just stopped. And we lived isolated for 2 years in a hospital. I called it the hotel to make it sound better. This hospital, Boston Children's Hospital, was great for us, so much that I called it a hotel. So it was hard to come back home because I was also going through a divorce at the time. And I knew I needed to start fresh. But I didn't want to go back to my 9-to-5 marketing job because I wanted to maximize time with my kids. So I was with my dear friend, Jenny Davis, who has provided all this food tonight. Let's give a round of applause for Jenny. Jenny, I know you're in the kitchen. Stick your head out here. So Jenny Davis, there she is, yeah, Jenny! The food's so good! So I had a real come to Jesus with Jenny at the kitchen table, and I was like, what do I do? And she was like, if you could do anything, what would it be? And I said, I want to farm with kids, I just don't know how to make it sustainable. And so we came up with this plan, and it just went from there. We started, that was in February of 2015. In like 40 days, I pulled together my licensing, my certification, the health permits I needed, like the first aid certification I needed, everything. Licensing through GHHS, like, I don't know how I did it, we got it done. And then people like Libby and Joe Shelton and Jess and so many people were like, okay, you're doing this now? Sure, I'll send my kids to you. And I so appreciate that leap of faith because you trusted me with your children. And I loved every second of it, and they loved every second of it because they keep coming back, thankfully. But it started from that. And we started at 3 weeks, and we averaged about 12 kids a week. And then we went to 7 weeks the next year, and we averaged about 15 kids a week. And this year, we did 10 weeks, and we sold out our weeks. So, yay to our family, yay to our community that keeps spreading the word. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your word of mouth because it's gold, and I know that. And I know that you speak well of me because hopefully I'm well to your children, and I just feel like we're on to something so special in our community. And one of the cool things that we achieved this year is we got recognized through the Boston Red Sox Foundation as a leader in health and wellness in all of New England. So we won the Boston Red Sox Impact Award, and we got recognized on the field at Fenway. Yeah, it was super cool. So, it wasn't my first time on the field at Fenway. It wasn't. No, again. So, let me tell you. I was on the field at Fenway in 2015 to honor my son Joey. He was the face of the Jimmy Fund. He's like a very big success story for the Jimmy Fund and for Boston Children's Hospital. So he was being recognized on the field. And I didn't realize the Red Sox were going to give him the welcome that they did. And you'll see pictures in the show tonight, but you know, they had him go right on center field. And they did this whole announcement of all the different procedures and things that he had done. And I was just crying. I didn't know they were gonna do all that and go into that detail. And I was so overwhelmed with like all of Fenway cheering him on. And then I just was so taken back when I got to go on the field again, and Joey and Autumn were with me, and we got to go out there, and I was standing there, and I'm like, how am I here right now? Like, how did I just do that? In just 2 years, we went from being isolated on the 6th floor of Boston Children's Hospital to standing center field at Fenway, being recognized as the leader in health and wellness in all of New England. And that's because of you guys. That's because you guys show up every time I ask. You guys, I love you so much. So, I know. I just wanted to say, when I think back about this past season, I just keep thinking about community. I love this community so much. I can't believe we're here because of something that didn't exist 2 years ago, you guys. And like, look what we've done. We have Bill Green here to do our live action. Like, how did we get that? I don't know. Like, that's amazing, you guys. I think we made it. I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm super happy. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all. I love your children so much. It means the world to us that you're here. Quickly. We love you too, Steph. Thank you. So, last year, I stood up here and I said, I'm gonna try, I was supposed to write down, I didn't. I looked at Erin McAllister and I said, where are you, Erin? I said, I'm gonna get the food into the school system. And we did that. We got our food. So on Mondays, kids come from the high school, they harvest the food, and they bring it back to the Greeley Middle School, Mabel I. Wilson, and Greeley High School. So our food is on the cafeteria salad bars. And it's awesome because they put our logo with it. And so the kids will see me in the hallway running by, like frantically dropping off a lunchbox. And they're like, Farmer Steph, I just had your tomatoes. Yes! But it's so cool that the school recognizes that. And then what else did I say I was going to do? Expand the camp to 10 weeks. We did that. The other big thing we did, you guys, we built our greenhouse. This all started, this all started because we needed a new greenhouse. And so that's where Night at the Museum was born. We did this to start funding for a new greenhouse, and we built it. And we're a 501c3 nonprofit, and I must genuinely suck at writing grants because we haven't got many. But we built that greenhouse because of you guys and your farm registrations. And I'm just being honest. No, that's how important you are. So thank you so much. So those were the three things that we wanted to focus on last year, and we achieved all of them. And this year, we want to, what we want to achieve is we want to expand our kitchen outside of the greenhouse. We built the greenhouse, and now we're trying to really define the outdoor kitchen patio and get an outdoor oven and a stove and just proper cooking. Pizza oven, hello, if anyone wants to make a pizza oven or like wants to donate one, call us, we're looking. But we really want to fine tune our kitchen. And then the other thing we want to do is buy a tractor. We need a tractor. But I think 10 weeks is good for now in terms of expanded camp. And just thank you so much. I want you to, if you can, welcome John Sowles from Skyline Farm. He's going to give a hello and welcome you to his beautiful carriage museum.